Let me ask you, are you a Mario fan? Maybe you're even a Mario Party fan? I mean, if you're watching this video, I'd assume because this video is Mario Party related. And if you're a Mario Party fan, you've likely heard of the new Mario Party Superstars, which aired during the E3 Direct of 2021. And I mean, who can't be excited for this new game? It looks like it's going to be one of the first good Mario Party games in ages, as Mario Party hasn't seen the brightest days recently. So you might ask the question, which Mario Party was the absolute worst one? Got any guesses? Mario Party 10? Good choice, but it's not empty enough. Island Tour? It's too beautiful. 9? It's not bad enough. In this video, we will take a look at why the worst Mario Party is and will most likely always be the spiritual predecessor to Mario Party Superstars. And it is Mario Party the Top 100. Wait, you've never even heard of it? I mean, I don't blame you. That should already tell you something about the game. Now, whether you like a Mario Party or not is completely subjective. I may hate the Mario Party which you love for the same reasons. However, it's important to distinguish what you like from what is actually good. Just as an example, I like the Hotel Transylvania movies, but as movies themselves, they're not very good. You may like Mario Party the Top 100, but I believe that objectively it's not a very good game. So let us first ask the question, why do we love Mario Party? Mario Party is obviously one of the flagship series in the Mario franchise. It's the third best-selling Mario sub-series of all time, only beaten out by the Super Mario series and the Mario Kart franchise. Even if there's a pretty significant gap between the sales of Mario Kart and Party, I think it's safe to say that this franchise has a special place in the hearts of millions of people, including me. What makes Mario Party so appealing to so many people? Well, it's in the title, Mario Party. It's what you play when you have a party, whether it's with your friends or family. Mario Party is the ultimate virtual board game, filled with luck, strategy, minigames and so much more. Well, most of the installments at least. A good Mario Party needs to have good boards, good minigames, a good atmosphere, and good gimmicks. How well does Mario Party the Top 100 succeed in this? The short answer is that it doesn't succeed at all in any of these areas. Quite the opposite, it flings all of these aspects out of the window thinking it can stand on its own just by its mere concept. A concept which itself isn't even well executed. The first problem we will discuss with Mario Party the Top 100 is the distributed minigames. One of the first things that comes to mind whenever you mention Mario Party would be the minigames, obviously. After every turn on a board play, everyone will play a minigame. The purpose of a minigame is a chance to earn some quick money if you're good enough, and it's the area in Mario Party that is more skill-based than RNG. Even though RNG minigames do exist, yes, but skill is still the predominant theme in minigames. And would you know, minigames are the main focus of Mario Party the Top 100. Great! And not just minigames, but retro minigames. The Top 100's main selling point is bringing back 100 minigames from the previous 10 home console Mario Parties, hence the title, the Top 100. But is it really the top 100 minigames? This concept is cool on the surface. Heck, in execution it can be very good too. However, the execution we got is what really threw everyone off. You'd think when bringing back 100 minigames from past games, NDCube might possibly do a poll to see which minigames people actually like the most. However, that didn't happen, and the quality of retro minigames ranged from amazing like Book Squirm to atrocious like Peer Pressure. Honestly, why didn't they do a poll and include the loved minigames which people actually love the most? It would most certainly boost sales, because people could actually replay their favorite minigames again, and not something like button mashers. Okay, my theory is this. Maybe NDCube just wanted there to be both good and bad minigames for balance sake. Okay then, fair enough I guess. Then let me ask, why in the ever-loving heck did you not balance the distribution of minigames per game? Like, look here. You've got 100 minigames from 10 previous games. You get it? 100 divided by 10 equals 10? So obviously we should add 10 minigames from each game. How about no, says NDCube. Let's have 6 minigames from Mario Party 1, 13 minigames from Mario Party 2, 4 minigames from Mario Party 10, 17 minigames from Mario Party 5, and 3 minigames from Mario Party 8. Like, it's not just a little off, the gaps are absurdly huge. What the is this distribution? Were they distributing based on how good the minigames are in each game? I doubt that. Mario Party 5, which got the long end of the stick here, probably has the largest bunch of not so good minigames. Sure, overall there are a lot of good minigames in Mario Party 5, but there's also a good chunk from this game that are oversimplistic, RNG and button mashing, and it didn't even seem like they tried to exclude the bad minigames from this game. Just look at the collection here. Now, Mario Party 8, as we know, was heavily motion controlled, so I could see why they didn't include so many from this game. But then why make the only 3 minigames from Mario Party 8 minigames that were motion controlled from the first place? I think Mario Party 10 had it the roughest of all games. Sure, it's not a very good game and whatever, but minigames have always been good in every Mario Party game. Out of the 4 minigames added from this game, 2 of them are not even real minigames, just extras minigames. Like, how many times have we not already played Tetris? And they picked the 2 worst possible minigames for the standard ones. Flash Forward is literally one of the shortest and most wasted potential minigames of all time, and Sword to Score is painfully difficult, even for veterans. Is this what they want us to remember Mario Party 10 for? It's sad because Mario Party 10 actually has a whole lot good of minigames. But they deliberately picked 2 minigames no one cares about because who knows why? Is it because the 3DS was a dying system by the time this game got released and they just wanted to pump out one last Mario Party on the system? But they were out of ideas, so they just randomly made a poorly distributed minigame collection? It seems likely, and it will seem even more likely once we talk about the bigger problems of Mario Party the Top 100. Yes, would you believe it? The minigames are actually the least of the problems in Mario Party the Top 100. No matter how harsh I've been on this section, it's not even close to why this game is as bad as it is. I can hate all I want on how poorly distributed the minigames are in this game, but at least it's something. It was the first Mario Party to ever touch on this subject of bringing back retro minigames, and it's kind of cool to just replay a few of your favorite minigames. The real problem of Mario Party the Top 100 is literally everything else, but totally not lacking content. Mario Party the Top 100 was one of the last games made for the Nintendo 3DS system, being announced on the 14th of September 2017, just a few months after the release of the Switch. It wasn't featured in a direct or anything, it was just a random announcement, a trailer, released in a random time. Well, that explains how much confidence Nintendo had in this game, but it didn't even feature it in a direct. So anyways, shortly 2 months after it was announced, it was released in the United States on the 10th of November, barely 2 months after it was released. And then a few months later in other parts of the world, but no, they didn't use that extra month to make this game actually seem like, well, a real game. But first off, let's actually buy this game, and oh, would you look at that, 40 bucks for an unfinished game. I could buy Mario Party 2 on the Wii U for just 10 bucks, and you expect me to pay the quadrupled size for a game that's not even half as good? Well, they're getting greedier, it seems. So then we open up the game, and never have I felt any less pumped up for a Mario Party game. Everything just seems so dead. The title screen is just a bunch of static images of minigames scrolling, and not even Mario is moving, welcoming us with his usual wahoo. The music is about as generic as you can have. It tries to get you pumped up, but it lacks any taste. It doesn't say anything about the game itself. It's just a generic welcome tune that kind of does the job, but nothing more. Ah well, the main menu is just as bland. It's the same goddamn irritating tune. Can't we have a little quiet now so I can focus on what I want to play, like every other Mario Party? Oh well, I don't need to think anyway, because this is the most underwhelming collection of modes. To start off, there's only 8 characters. 8 playable characters. Mario Party 8 had 14, and Rosaline is one of them. Not that I dislike her, she's one of the best Mario characters of all time. But according to ND Cube, she's more relevant than Toad, Toadette, Birdo, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, etc. I don't remember Rosalina being a thing until Super Mario Galaxy, while Birdo or Donkey Kong or Toad have been here since forever. And another thing, I also noticed that this game just flat out steals the aesthetics and assets from Mario Party Star Rush. Like, I'm not even joking, just compare the 2 games for yourself. Do you know why different games in a franchise typically have their own aesthetics? It's so that it will be easy to differentiate between the games. Mario Party the Top 100, however, doesn't have a single aesthetic feature that makes it stand out from Mario Party Star Rush. Someone who wasn't keen on Mario Party to begin with would think that this game is just an add-on on Star Rush. Well, if they even know what Mario Party Star Rush is. This makes the character roster even more frustrating. Because if they were stealing assets from that game, why can't we have more characters from that game as well? Why can't we have all characters in Mario Party Star Rush if the code is already there? Like, at this point, I'm not even sure it's laziness that killed the game. I don't know what is. Oh well, enough talking about that, let's see what this game has to offer. There's 100 minigames. Sure, we basically already went over that. Nothing to talk about, and certainly nothing that should be one of the biggest modes in the game. It's just free play. Every game is free play. It's nothing so special it needs to take up most of the space in the main menu. When that's the most interesting thing you want to show off in a game, I don't know if I should be hyped or not. Minigame match is the board mode of the top 100, and it's the worst thing imaginable. Instead of maybe having, you know, retro boards, just like we have retro minigames, we only have one random board, and it's one of the worst Mario Party boards of all time. It's just a random board that's shaped like an 8 and doesn't stand out in any way. What bugs me the most about this board is just how terribly executed it is. If you played Mario Party Star Rush, you remember Balloon Bash, the mode which took Star Rush's gameplay and tried to make it similar to the classic formula with strictly linear pathways and star balloons. It sucked. The boards were way too small, everyone moves at the same time, and minigames happen way too often because of that. There's no way to strategize because everyone moves at the same time, and there's literally no reason to go anywhere. While minigame matches board is exactly that. It's the same as Balloon Bash and it works just as badly. So that's the minigame match mode. There are also two more typical minigame modes in this game, Championship Battles and Decathlon. Pretty self-explanatory stuff. Championship Battles is your obligatory win X number of minigames that's been in the series since forever, and Decathlon is a decathlon, where you need to get as many points as possible in point-related minigames. They don't need no introduction. And I mean, they're typically fine, they've existed in nearly every Mario Party game for the purpose of being minigame modes that you play if you don't want to party. Surely they couldn't have ruined such simple modes? Oh yes, yes they did! Instead of, oh I don't know, randomizing which minigames you play, these modes have it already predetermined for you. In Championship Battles, you can only choose to play minigames from a certain minigame pack. Like, what's wrong with randomization? If I'm playing a Mario Party, I should have the ability to randomize what minigames I play, from all packs, not just one. Decathlon is also restrictive in this department, but I'll let that one slide because of obvious reasons if you've played it. But overall, I don't know what this game has against randomization. It's not fun playing the exact same minigames over and over again. It boggles my mind how they managed to ruin something so simple. But hey, that's a result of rushing through development. I think the least infuriating mode of Mario Party the Top 100 would be Minigame Island. This is the only mode I don't hate. If you play the Minigame Island modes in Mario Party 1 or Minigame Coaster in Mario Party 2, you might be familiar with this mode, as it's kind of an improved sequel on it. In fact, when I think about it, I actually kind of like it. Yes, let me explain. Basically, there are 4 worlds in total, filled with minigames, and you need to beat them all. And each world not only looks differently aesthetically, but mechanically too. The first world is a pretty typical lane, but the second one feels more like a plaza, and the third one lets you pick which order to play the minigames. And it's pretty fun. Quite a lot of variety for such a generic mode otherwise. After everything hateful I've gone over about this game, it seems like it's not all that bad anymore. However, that's the most nice I'm going to go on this game. Because no matter how good a challenge roadish mode is, you can't expect something like this to hold up the entire game, especially when games like Mario Party DS or Star Rush exist. Minigame Island is fun when you play it first, but when you complete it, there's literally no reason going back to it because you've already experienced everything. Nothing is new the second time you play it, or the third time. You just play the same thing over and over again. So, if you thought from this review that you would get this game solely for the minigame mode, don't. It's not worth the $50. You're just going to be done in 4 hours and realize no one is going to buy this expensive game. Welp, it appears like as much as I hate this game, I kind of ended this review on a good note, actually kind of praising the last mode. It almost makes me think, huh, maybe this game isn't that bad after all. But then I think about literally everything else I just talked about. But that's important to remember. No thing is ever purely good or purely bad. There's always bad in the good and good in the bad. Sometimes you just want to sit back, not care about life, and just have a game that contains a few things from every past installment. And besides, if they didn't make this abomination, they wouldn't have anything to go from to make a better sequel. In conclusion, Mario Party the Top 100 is a rushed mess, the absolute gold standard for how to not make a Mario Party. The most interesting aspect is bringing back 100 minigames from past entries, and it's not only poorly done, but the rest of the game modes aren't any more interesting. The best part is Minigame Island, which at its core is just playing the minigames and then you're done. I think it's safe to say that this game is the worst Mario Party game of all time. 2.5 out of 10. Terrible. And so there you have it, my review of the worst Mario Party game. But what do you think is the worst Mario Party game? If you like this video, then please like, share and subscribe for more videos like this, and follow me on Discord, Twitter and Reddit for updates. But with that being said, I'm signing off now.